Hello my fellow jabronis and welcome to the channel. So today they randomly released the update 1.09 and it's a pretty big update and I'm gonna tell you why. Basically two elements going on here. First, of course, we have the ray tracing. Now this is a big deal for a lot of people. They're saying that there's a lot of problems going on with, some problems. Some initial testing confirms a less stable frame rate and the gain in visual fidelity isn't amazing. So we'll see after a little bit. It's definitely good that they added it though. The other big element is for us PvP players. Now I know there's a lot of people out there that are gonna be like, "Oh, I don't care about PvP," but there's a good chunk of us that do. I certainly do. I love it. I love the arena. This is great. There's some big stuff going on here, so let's jump into it. Here is a big deal. Decrease the power of two-handed jumping attacks. Now, two-handed jumping attacks. So that doesn't mean dual wielding. If you're dual wielding like, the double anchor spanker build with two anchors, I don't think this is affecting that. This is just for two-handed. So if you're two-handing a great sword or a hammer, something like that. They are really targeting this meta, this one-shot strength build meta. They got this. They nerfed Determination and Royal Knight's Resolve. They also nerfed the effectiveness of Claw Talisman. And they nerfed the Raptor's Black Feather. Like, they are clearly targeting this, one-shot build. Like, they're clearly targeting that. And I'm hoping that these decreases, I believe these decreases are minor. They're not anything crazy. So, like a one-shot build will still be strong, especially if you're not two-handing. If you're doing the dual wield instead and you got two strength weapons going on and doing a jump attack like that, I think it'll still be pretty decent, but it's not going to be, overpowered like it has been, I think. They are also targeting bleed builds. As you can see, they nerfed Lord of Blood's Talisman and they nerfed the White Mask. So they are really targeting some meta builds going on here. Also, this is one that everyone can agree upon is a good thing. Decrease the damage and poise of the Wave of Gold skill. Yeah, no one likes that. And the Founding Rain of Stars spell. I thought they already nerfed this though. Like they already nerfed Rain of Stars to the point where Star Shower and those other spells are better than Rain of Stars. Like it was already better. So I don't know why they nerfed Rain of Stars specifically. They probably should have nerfed Star Shower if anything, but whatever. Decrease the spell enhancement effect of Terra Magica. Terra Magica used to do increase your magic damage by 35%. Now that was for PvE and PvP, so there was no difference there. But now it's gonna do probably the 35% in PvE, but for PvP it's gonna be nerfed. So that's all right. 35% is a lot. Like. Here's another one that I am not too happy about. It's not a big deal. Heavy running attacks for fist and claw weapons. That's kind of disappointing because I really do enjoy fist and claw weapons. But the thing is, I usually just, spam light attacks when I'm using these weapons. I don't even really use the heavy. And I don't really use the heavy running attack either. Sometimes I do, but you still got the running light attack. That's still the main cheese attack when using these weapons, so they're still fine. And we'll see later that they are actually buffing claw weapons damage, like straight damage they're buffing. So moving forward, they are nerfing the jellyfish shield. That's like, come on, man. It was already borderline, you can use it, but it's kind of not good because you have to hold it to get the buff. You have to keep it in your hand. You can't put it away. So this is like, come on, man. They should have buffed it, if anything. Oh well. They decreased the damage buff granted by the magic, the fire, the lightning, and holy crack tier. Using these are a respectable, reasonable, addition to a magic build or a pyro build or a lightning build. This is reasonable, No one's complaining about that. No one is complaining about that, so I don't know why they nerfed that. We'll get the numbers soon, but it's only, I believe a lot of these nerfs are just minor. I don't think they're anything huge. I think they're just slightly lessening the damage numbers and just to balance it out a little bit. So the invincibility window when respawning in the colosseum. I myself am a spawn camper sometimes, if I'm really trying to just crap on someone who's been toxic or pissed me off in some type of way, yeah, I will spawn camp them for sure. So this is good though. I mean, that's kind of been a problem. And I like this. Increase the scaling of attributes and fusing. You know, magic, flame art. I love flame art. Lightning, sacred. This is great. But, you know, when you do something like this, when you use fire, when you use lightning as an attribute on your weapon, you usually pair it up with, you know, a firecrack tier or a magic crack tier. So they nerf this, but they buff this. So I don't really know what they're getting at here. As you can see here, they buffed a lot of stuff here. A lot of the great axes, a lot of hammers, flails. You see great hammer here, great hammer, colossal sword, great axe, great axe. They're buffing halberds. Increase running attack speed on halberd. Increase the speed of guard counters on halberd. It's like, what's going on here? Yep, see? Increase the damage for claw weapons. Okay, well, I guess claws are probably better than fist weapons now. Slightly reduced rolling travel distance. Yeah, I mean, it's still going to be ridiculously quick. Like, you're still going to be zipping around, but you're not going to be freaking going 5 meters on one roll. So, decreased the hitbox size for some attacks. So, thrusting sword, heavy thrusting sword, spear, great spear, halberd. So these are probably, yeah, all the thrusting attacks. I'm sure these are going for pierce damage that comes from those thrusting attacks. Decrease the hitbox size of it, which is it's gonna nerf it. That's a good way to nerf it. I like that. Instead of just decreasing the damage or whatever, decreasing the hitbox. That's a sensible nerf. Great oracle bubble, 100% new meta. New meta right here. Viper bite, new meta. New meta right here. Now this could be quite fun right here. Spinning wheel. I've seen gameplay footage of it. So increase the attack generation speed. Now that's when you're starting up the I think all of the attacks, the R1, the R2, and the weapon art. And then from the weapon art, you can roll out of it or go right into a heavy attack. This might be worth trying out. That might be cool. Now, bug fixes. These are great. There's some actually really important stuff in here. Fix the camera positioning when respawning in the Colosseum. That's a good one. That should help. But look right here. Improve stability in the Colosseum matchmaking. It's not that big of a deal, but I do see it. People saying I can't find matches. You know, matches just cancel out of nowhere. You're finding players, then boom, oh, matchmaking canceled. Okay, cool. So we'll see how effective this is. Hopefully this is a big deal here. Same with right here, boom. Improved online multiplayer stability. So we'll have to see what specifically this is going to affect. But I got my hands held praying that this makes a big difference, because if we can find players easier, especially in the Colosseum, I think that'll make a big difference. Because I'm sitting there, you know, we're sitting there, you can't find any players. It's like, what is going on? I know there's more than 3 people trying to find a 2v2 right now. I know there is, like, I know there is. Hopefully this makes a big difference, and if it is the case, in the Colosseum, I think more people should try out the arena. So, there we go, folks. Comment down below what you think of this update, how you feel about PvP as it is, and what you're looking forward to in the future. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later.